Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is a new series called 30 for 30, where I do 30 rapid-fire critiques in 30 days, 15 Adorama picks, and 15 Squarespace rapid-fire critiques. If you want to see all of the rapid-fire critiques in one place, go ahead, click up on the screen right now. We'll take you over to the website to do that, but let's get into a critique. It's that time again for an Adorama Picks rapid fire critique, part of my 30 for 30 critiques. 30 critiques in 30 days. I got to give a big shout out to Adorama Picks. Thank them for making this possible, because they're giving you guys a code to get 30% off an Adorama Picks aluminized print. If you haven't had any prints made in a long time, check out the aluminized prints. You can get 30% off your entire order. If you order 1, 1,000, 100,000, it doesn't matter. You'll get 30% off by using the code PXMETFRO30. Let's get into critique of Gil Corrin's photos. Let's take a look at what we have right here. Panasonic Olympus. Oh, wait a second. Panasonic DMC G6 with an Olympus 45mm f1.8. So I believe that's a mirrorless camera. Well, no, it is absolutely a mirrorless camera. I meant to say I believe it's a Micro Four Thirds camera. So a 45mm, you multiply it by something and you get something else. I like the image. It's very symmetrical, so it can work. I love the processing because you know I like big black and whites. It's just you have to be careful that you don't overdo it so you get this glow. But I love that the runner is in midair. I like that it's in the middle. It works. I would be curious, though, to see what it would look like off to one side or the other. I would be curious to see what that would look like, but I do like this shot. Nice job. Smoking image. Same thing, Panasonic G something something. Now it's a 1.7 lens. It works, it's fine as part of a photo story, absolutely strong. I like that the focus is right here on this gentleman smoking whatever he is smoking, and it does work, and it does stand on its own, but in a photo story, I think it would be much stronger. Well, I can't say that it would be much stronger because I don't know if it's part of a photo story anyway. Forget what I just said there. I love this composition. This looks like to be a creative crop. I can see that it's a creative crop, but that's cool. I love the sky. I love the exposure that's going on there and that some light is spilling off onto this guy right here. We're playing some paddle ball or whatever they call it. I like that the ball isn't right in the middle. I like that the ball is right where it's at. Everything else is symmetric. I love that there's a boat in the background too. I'm on a boat, yo! And so I like the way these guys look. You just have to be careful that you don't try to dodge them too much. If you dodge them too much, it could look weird. But this is a cool shot. I could just sit back here and relax and be like, yeah, that looks cool. It's the way that you chose to light and expose for the sky in this one that I really, really like. That's all right. I get it. It's a nice, I get it. But it's okay. I actually like the color. It's void of color, but there's still color. You can see that you've got the khaki color pants and you got one shoe moving while the other one is firmly planted. Very interesting. What's the shutter speed? 1/60th of a second that foot is moving that much and this one is that much still. It's an interesting shot. It doesn't grab me that much, but the more I look at it, I think the more I do like it standing on its own. No pun intended. I think it does work after all. After all that, I like it. Don't like the crop at all. I think this is not a good image. The way that it's cropped, square, makes it just feel like it's a snapshot for Instagram, which there's nothing wrong with. I just don't feel that this is a very good shot the way that it is. If I was to give it some positive feedback, let's just say if we were to go ahead and shoot an image, too much, and I was to get the composition right, I could see something along these lines with the shadows and everything could possibly work without cutting the tree off on either side and without getting that lamppost in there. That's what I think would be a better, stronger image. Now this is stronger because you got really close with a wider angle lens. Doesn't tell us which one it is this time. But we've got so much going on here. I like the fact that we've got so many different hey, they're Jews! 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 You can see that they're Jews. The guy's got his tallis on. He's got big pechs. If you don't know what pechs are, they're the curly cues that you have right there. But I like the story that's going on in the image. She's on a cell phone. She's blowing her nose. He's I don't know what he's doing, but he's got his hat on. But anyway, it's an interesting shot. The more I looked, the more it became cool. This is good too. Just be careful with doing this to the background. Again, we've got a crop going on. I am not a big fan of square crops. That's me personally. If you like it, you like it. I like what's going on in this image from here, but I want to, and you got all the cars. So not only do you have all the cars going and the construction going in the background, you've got the train station with people waiting to go. In this case, it says return home. I don't know why it's cropped. I think if you kept the vertical nature of it, it would still work very well as an image. That's all right. A lot of schmutz in the kid's eye, not your fault. Composition-wise, it's fine. Great shot? No, not so much, because it looks like her mouth looks like she's like about to eat the baby or something. I don't know if she's about to eat the baby. Don't eat the baby. So that's all I got to say about that. Fish eyes, not a huge fan of fisheye shots. It's okay. Look at this. This must be Israel, but I'm not a big fan of this shot. The fisheye for no particular purpose. Blurry guy right here. If you froze him and went black and white, maybe you save it. But fisheyes are a very particular lens that I am not a big fan of. Go with higher contrast on something like this and actually be further back. Show more of the scene. This is one of those images that, I see that it's Israel because of the street signs, but I want to see more of the scene. I just think it's too tight of a shot. And I've said this a million times to myself, is that I could be at the Eiffel Tower and do a tight headshot of the person and not even see the Eiffel Tower, which then means that why was I even there taking the picture in the first place? Of course, one shot is fine like that, but when you start getting into shots like this, it's too tight. I want to see more of the scene as a wide angle. I want to see the street. I want to see the city. I want to see this dumpster off to the side. It's a little too tight. They're close to the edge. That's something that could be done better in the future. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's another 30 for 30. This is an Adorama Picks Rapid Fire Critique this time. And again, I've got a special code up on the screen right now to get 30% off Illuminized prints until September 30th, 2015. Go ahead and take advantage of that because prints are so important. They make a great impression hanging on your wall. They make a great gift, and they also make a great possibility for making profit when you sell your prints. So that's all I've got. Jared, PolandPhonosPhoto.com. See ya. To check out all the videos from this 30 for 30 series, go ahead and click up on the screen right now. It's going to take you over to the post over on PhonosPhoto.com where you can see all 30 posts once they are live.